My name isn't important, but welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're going to be playing the Silent Ascension 12. Upgraded to cards appear less often. Start with 3 random potions. Get to choose the best 2. All of the rest of these kind of suck. I might actually go for the random boss relic, though. Let's do it. Let's lose instantly. Ooh. Alright, Astrolabe, you could actually transform my run. Pun unintended, actually. Let's go double defend, single strike, because if we remove 2 strikes and don't get any attacks, then we're in a really bad position. So we got leg sweep, quick slash, and crippling cloud. That's actually like a real good upgrade for us right there. I actually feel pretty good about that. I'm gonna start trying to take out a couple of elites here. Ooh, nice. Good old crippling cloud pickup right there. Ooh, do I bother leg sweeping? Probably not. Don't need all that block. Alright, now Bane? Piercing Whale, Dagger Spray? I'm actually kind of interested in taking that Bane because we already have the Crippling Cloud. Sure. Buy 2 potions. Fruit Juice! Nice! Get myself 5 max HP as well as a Swift Potion there. Both great pickups for us. The weakness would have worn off by next turn anyway, so there's no reason to use it against any other target but the frontliner. Okay. Right, yeah, I have lethal this turn. I knew there was some mistake I was making there. Just had to identify it. I do like Infinite Blades, but I don't really want to put it in this deck right now. I've made enough mistakes with Infinite Blades recently. Oh, look, it's another Infinite Blades. I'll take a Discovery, choose 1 of 3 random cards to add to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. I actually really quite like that. Damn it. Cleric space I can't use. That's okay, though. Discovery find us. Ooh, Phantasmal Killer. We do have the Quick Slash left in the deck. Should have done my extra draw from the Swift Potion first. I'll use the Regen Potion here and then the Swift. Yeah, we did end up getting Quick Slash. Okay, I regret the moves I took there. I was really hoping the Swift Potion there would give us the Crippling Cloud. Because just for the sake of weakening the enemies, that would have been great. So obviously, the Phantasmal Killer was the bad, not good, terrible, awful pickup here. That's okay, though. We get most of the regen potion off, it looks like. And then we get to leave the fight. Third phase turn. Whenever you play a power, heal for 2 HP, as well as I'll take a nice wee Caltrop there. War Paint, upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. That could hit Discovery, or it could hit a Defend. I actually just want extra defensibility here early. Nice, we got double Defend. I'm totally fine with that. We'll Power Potion here. Footwork seems like it'll be super useful. We don't get to play too many cards in a single turn because the Dazed end up trashing our entire deck. Okay. And I weaken this target because now it's going to be weakened next time it does its attack. Whereas on the other ones, it would have just been wasted. Okay, let's roll a Discover. Ooh, die. Well, I mean, actually, the Crippling Cloud also huge here for us. Sets up my Banes in the future as well. At least for a while. So our deck is just getting trashed, and we are very, very slowly working our way through the crowd here. But it is also worth saying we might be doing it slowly, but we're doing it without taking any damage so far, which is quite good. I'm a big fan of that. Caltrops is also going to do a pretty significant amount of work over the course of this. The poison is just worn off of all of my enemies, so suddenly the Bane isn't any good anymore. Trey Lame. Could have actually just quick slash the frontliner there and then let them die against my armor. Against my Caltrop. That would have been a good idea. That's what I should have done there, definitely. Yeah, now I pay for it. That makes sense. So I lost 7 HP because of that mistake. Unlikely to kill next turn, but yeah, pretty likely to defend. Goodbye, Sentry. Hello, Bronze Scale. Started combo with 3 Thorns. Nice. Take another copy of Leg Sweep because now we can play a little bit more defensive because our offense is a little bit more guaranteed. Blue Candle, I don't actually take just because I never include curses in my deck. Like, you can't really pay me to put curses in the deck. Literally, they try and offer me 175 to take a doubt. Doubt I'll ever take it. Definitely Caltrop Leg Sweep here. Easiest decision of my life. Alright, I will use Discovery here. Ooh. Catalyst is pretty big. Then I'm actually going to block as well. I wouldn't have done that if I didn't have the block potion to follow up. Guaranteed lethal a lot earlier. Tincture. Whenever you discard a card during your turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Alright, well, that's... Take the backflip over the skewer there because we already have kind of like a damage engine in the deck. I'll upgrade the Discovery so that it doesn't exhaust, so that should we shuffle through a deck multiple times, say in some sort of a boss fighting scenario, I can't imagine where I would encounter that, but if I did, it'd be nice to have the Discovery played multiple times. I didn't want a Crippling Cloud there just because to weaken 2 of the targets would have only reduced the incoming damage by 6, but then I wouldn't be able to play my primary defensive card that turn. I guess I'll take the burst, then burst the backflip. Get a Caltrop out there. Hopefully I get Burst Discovery in the same hand. That'd actually be quite good. Discovery and... yikes. I mean, we're still on track to take out 4 elites on the first floor as this character. No, Bane doesn't trigger twice with the Envenom. We did that earlier in the series. Doesn't happen like that. Enemy has to already be poisoned. Alright. These Caltrop are, like, doing all of the work, basically. I didn't even really need to turn up today. I think I could have just let the video game run and it would have done it all itself. Okay, yeah, this turn I definitely had lethal if I just went Strike Bane, though. Oh well. Instead, it took me an extra couple of seconds and no damage taken. We've got Hexaghost up here, don't we? We get that Caltrop early enough, we're in a great position. Rough go there, but all works out okay. Let's take another Smith. I want, like, Leg Sweep or Neutralize. Let's go for the Leg Sweep. Alright, Hexaghost, get me that Caltrop early enough. Backflip to find it. I'm gonna Leg Sweep here just to guarantee that you are weakened next turn. Well, Caltrop just so happens to be in the bottom 6 cards of our deck, which is exactly where we didn't want it to be. Oh well, it happens. Take a tools of the trade here. Just get to be a bit more picky about my hands, but more importantly than that, I'll be able to start discarding these burns should I draw them. And that's also 3 extra damage for us neatly. Take and play another Caltrop. Oh, I just completely forgot that the enemy was attacking that turn. Wowzers. Now that's what I call spacing out. Volume. Oh, good lord. It's gotta be like a very high volume considering how often I do it. So let's say volume 499.99997865. That's a really high number. It might be the highest number I can think of. 5 extra damage per turn. Yeah. Well, okay, it's not actually 5 extra damage per turn. It's tough. You understand what I mean. Okay. And just watch them die. Bye-bye. Be taking my Dex Potion as well as Corpse Explosion. Ooh, do like that. Extremely good pickup. Unfortunately, no energy relics. We have 2 cost, 2 cost, 2 cost, 2 cost. Draw, draw. So we desperately wanted energy here. I'm going to take the Black Star. Elites drop an additional relic when defeated. And I'm just going to try and elite hunt this floor to try and make up the deficit in value that we've lost not getting that energy relic. So maximum of 3 elites on any path. I'll go for the early shot. I'm removing 2 of the debuffs from the enemy there. Sorry, or rather, I'm removing 2 of the artifacts from the enemy there because it's very important I be able to apply weakness in particular. Ow. Keep him weak. That's some incoming damage. Thankfully, I block it all. Good night and good luck. No, don't need any of those. Also, a lot of them increase the cost of our deck. Remove 4 strikes, obtain 5 bites. Yeah. It's not like our strikes were upgraded, and we are actually still playing them. Another backflip. Noxious Fumes. Noxious Fumes Sadistic Nature. Sadistic Nature then being whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 3 damage, and they all take 3 damage at the start of the turn because of the Noxious Fumes. It's an interesting little bit of a combo. It's also relatively low cost, 0 and 1. And I do apply a bunch of debuffs with my other stuff. You know what? I'm going to take... I know the meme is that I can't count, but also, where is the lie? Well, I don't take the Sadistic Nature if I'm not taking Noxious Fumes here, because I just have 1 debuff, 2 debuff, 1, 2, well, this is actually 2 debuffs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not common enough, frankly. So, yeah, we probably go card removal or Matryoshka. The next 2 non-boss chests you open contain 2 relics. I'm gonna go for Matryoshka. It's really important that I weaken both of them. I really wanted to play the Corpse Explosion, just so that I only have to kill 1 of them, but weakening them so that I can actually live through this turn also sounds pretty good. I don't know, just there's something about it quite appealing. that's the backliner dead. Frontliner. Hey. Bye, Bane. Get my money back as well as an entropic brew. Sure. I don't have enough ways to discard things in order to take Tactician here. Outmaneuver is a little more interesting. I don't like it still, though. Yes, 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 yes. Necronomicon! The first attack you play that costs 2 or more each turn is played twice. Upon pickup, obtain a special curse. We have none that fit that bill whatsoever. Do I even take it then? Yes, because now I include every copy of Dash that I find. Definitely Discovery. Alright, I'll Acrobatics specifically looking for something that I didn't end up getting, which has made me a little bit mad here, but that's fine. Because obviously I was looking for Caltrop. So Caltrop. Okay, 20 incoming damage, and I get to block for all of it. Not bad. Well, I can't prevent their damage with the fire potion here at all, so. Just looking for bites. Kunai. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dex, as well as the ninja scroll at the start of each combat, add 3 shifts to your hand. So that's just 1 dex for us that we immediately pick up. Riddle with Holes also hits twice because of the Necronomicon. Do I take it for that reason? 40 damage when it hits twice. When it's upgraded, of course. We have to rest here because we are going for another elite. And it's the Emerald Elite. Good lord. Caltrop is really good here. So ultimately, my goal here is going to be kill the backliner and hit a... Oh gosh, that didn't work. It's going to be kill the backliner with Corpse Explosion already applied to them. I hate that you can misclick that. Drink or discard instantly with no sort of checking system. No confirmation. Keep them weakened. I'd have loved to bite twice there, but keeping the enemies weakened is also incredibly important to us right now. Gosh, I wish I had extra energy. Just something I've been thinking about. Missing whale for the defense. And then straight up murder the frontliner. Come on, bites. I mean, the enemy is actually gaining block here. Not gaining block, but they're gaining HP. I could stall out and then try and bite the enemy until I'm on a more reasonable HP total, or until I don't have the ability to defend. You know what? Screw it. Jutsu Bracelet. Normal enemy encounters are no longer encountered in question mark rooms, as well as the preserved insect. Enemies in elite fights have 25% less HP. We'll take a Skewer because that doubled with a Necronomicon is insane. Shuriken every time we play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength, as well as Blood Vial at the start of each combat, gain 2 HP. Savvy? What do you mean I spoke too quickly? You spoke too quickly. It's important I play both of these defense, so I guess I'm going for discovery. Yikes. Guess I'll just weaken the frontliner. That's what? That goes to 24. 24 twice is 48. That's obviously not enough to kill the liner that I'm looking at. Let's weaken the frontliner, kill the fungi beasts. I was really hoping for a defensive card this turn. Oh well. That is a defensive card that I could have played. That part's very important. I can't believe that I almost glossed over it. Again, I could just sit in this fight while the enemy has all of their plated armor and just bite them a bunch. I kind of think I should. This one I'm much more comfortable prolonging. Exclusively due to the fact that... I mean, there already is a timer on the enemy regardless of what I do. But I'm also more okay prolonging this because they're not trashing my deck, so I don't necessarily believe at any point I'll just draw a completely blank hand, which could happen in the other fight. In fact, would definitely happen in the other fight at some point. Choke. I mean, choke is double played, so it's the Necronomicon with the choke. That can be significant, sure. Even rest here. Upgraded card? Hell yeah. It's probably skill. Neato burrito. So 6, 10, 18. So, okay, I can just straight up murder that one. Get some defense here. I do miss out on choke, but it kills all of the chumps there, as well as deals a reasonable amount of damage to the back line. And that's pretty important to me. I have now Shuriken and Kunai in this deck. I probably should splash some other things. Like shivs. Just makes sense. Shovel. You can now dig for relics at rest sites, as well as potion belt to pick up gain 2 potion slots. We don't play too many cards, so that 1,000 cuts doesn't really make too much sense for us. Deflect does, actually, at the moment. It's a bit more defense. And it lowers the overall cost of our deck. $22 and $85 on the back line there. Okay. Could have gotten one more strength in Dex if I played the Bane and then the... Oh. Wait a second, do I want that? No. Infinite Blades, definitely. Yeah, could have gotten one more strength in Dex if I played the Bane first and then the Skewer afterwards for 0. But obviously I'm not going to do that. Because then I don't kill the frontliner enemy and I just take 7 damage. Not necessary. Alright, we'll just murder. I'll take the other choke, but this is definitely now just kind of an experimental build rather than a build that I suspect will win. It has ridiculously strong relics. I'm just not actually leaning into that. The strength of my relics I'm kind of somehow ignoring for some daft reason. I can't tell you why. I mean, that's some extra strength and dex for us right there. It's still really good. Let's double up on the choke and then backflip. Hopefully we get deflect. We don't get deflect. That's okay. Still did 10 damage. Definitely need the crippling cloud for the weaken there. I mean, it's kind of pitiful damage. We really need that extra energy. I'm gonna double the choke, then bite. I want the extra HP. It's gonna be very important in a couple turns. I'll take a blur here. I put them below half HP no matter which attack I use here. Great. So my vulnerability is going to wear off by the time the enemy actually makes their attack. That is to say their particularly bad attack, this one. This one? How have I not been incredibly clear? I said this one. Execute. Sure, just apply one Terror here is actually quite nice. Ow. Frailty applied first there, so I would have lost the frailty from the ancient artifact. Yeah, we're just dead. Yeah. If that build had extra energy, I guarantee it would have gone all the way. Also, if after we got the kunai and the shuriken, we would have been in a much better position to pick up shivs, but they weren't really offered past that point. So we saw like Blade Dance a lot earlier. Infinite Blades, obviously, a couple of times. Those would have been really, really powerful. Should they have shown up just a little bit later. I'm actually quite proud of the fact that we got through that floor towards the boss, but we just did not have the scaling elements that we needed in order to kill that boss. We would have needed a higher density of attacks, specifically shivs. And unfortunately, because our defense was so expensive, we couldn't play too many attacks while we were playing our defenses. So that's why shivs, being zero-cost attacks, are extremely good solutions to that problem. Taking the skill was like, it's partly a good idea, partly a bad idea. Like, it's partly a good idea because I can play it at the end of a turn after I play 2 other attacks and I exhaust all my energy, because then I can trigger the kunai and the shuriken for nothing. Also, at the start of a turn, it can just be a ridiculous amount of damage to a single target, which is great. I can just race them to lethal. The chokes seem ill-advised because I didn't have, again, enough energy or enough zero costs or enough shivs in the deck to really support them. So without those chokes, I think we would have done a little bit better in that final fight. I think the bites were necessary. I don't think I would have made it through the floor without them, frankly. Caltrop the same. Both of the leg sweeps the same. Bane definitely doesn't seem too necessary at this point, but it was quite good on the first floor. Corpse Explosion never turned up at the right time, but it is a ridiculously powerful card. It just didn't get to showcase it this run. Well, for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.